Da-da-da! Welcome back. Hey guys, Small Time Critics. I am 1/3 of the Small Time Critics. My name is Mo.
Kim.
Mohammed Hashi.
And we are back with a movie review. And this one is for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But before we get started, guys, just make sure you like, share, subscribe, all of the good stuff that you do for YouTube. All of the other YouTubers say to you, do it for us. Comment, all of that stuff, 5 stars on, you know what I'm saying?
We need it,
streaming
man.
platform.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying? We need a little help out there. We're trying.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we appreciate the support and everything. The review, guys, listen, man. Volume 3 is the end of an era.
I'm crying already.
There you go. See, so. But end of the Guardians. But I'll start. This is a spoiler review, by the way. It says it on the title, so if you get tripped up a little bit, I'm sorry. Go watch the movie. Come back if you ain't seen it. But here we go. Kem, I'm gonna start with you, brother.
Oh man, this was a roller coaster.
Yeah,
it was a roller coaster.
Did you enjoy it first of all?
Oh, most definite.
Really,
most definite. I watched it with my boy, and it was just me and my older boy in it. So I didn't have to sort of like look over my shoulder and check that. Oh yeah, he understands because he's a big guy. He's a big boy now, but I did. The emotional aspect. I'm checking him because I'm filling up, and he's just there all cool. I'm thinking, really, I can't even, bro. Yeah. It pulls on the heartstrings. One of the best Marvel movies since Endgame, in my opinion. Yeah, but yeah, man,
it's crazy. It's like, I enjoyed it too. I thought it was cool. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it as much as everyone else did. I feel like everyone loved it.
Okay, I'm gonna remind you when we finish. Ask Hashi's when we finish. I'm gonna remind you on some bits, and I guarantee I'll get you.
All right, cool. Well, I'm just saying, it got me too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I felt for the little raccoon and the little otter and all of the seal and it was a rabbit, right?
That's poor from you, man. Hash, what did you think?
The walrus.
What did you think, Hash?
Sorry. Wait, what's wrong with that dude?
Nothing.
Go on, Hashi.
For me, actually, I again, same as you guys, I really like this film. I thought.
I must say I really like it.
Huh?
Sorry, just go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I really like this film. Kemi's 100% right. It's probably one of the best Marvel films since Endgame. Again, obviously, there was a really great emotional center to the film, but I thought Bradley Cooper, who, let's be honest, was the star of this movie, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you deep it, he was the star of this movie.
Yeah. Through voice acting, it's top tier.
Yeah, he did his
he
thing.
really, really knocked out of the park. And yeah, he was so good. And again, like everything with the animals, all the animal rights stuff, it really was effective. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't think I would get because I heard people were like crying and all of this stuff before I watched the movie. I didn't think I would get so affected. I ain't gonna lie.
It got me.
It wasn't crazy, but it got me though.
And we got a really good villain as well. And we haven't had a good villain in a long time.
I got some things to say about him. He was,
Again, there's issues. I think there's issues. Again, this movie was too long.
Whoa.
I didn't think it was too long.
Yeah.
Wait, it was 2 hours, right?
2 hours and 30 minutes.
I thought it was 2 hours.
Nah.
2 hours, huh?
2
I
hours,
don't care.
minutes.
It wasn't long.
Anyway.
My bad.
Anyway, and what they did to Adam Warlock, I'm sorry, I was very, very unhappy. Knowing what I know about him and what I read and all the comics I've read with him in it.
Yeah.
Nah.
I see your glasses. You're repping him right now.
Huh?
Look. Adam Warlock's power set alone, without obviously his demeanor, his character, which I second what Hash said, but his power set is OP, and what they did to him in the movie, it's somewhat unforgivable, but because the movie was so good.
So what is it about it? You don't like
they showing off of they made him a joke. They made him too much of a joke.
Yeah, the art office of
they tried to explain it, but sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, they basically, like you said, they tried to explain it by saying he's half cooked. Basically,
yeah, he's premature.
They bring him out early. When Adam Warlock, we know, is a very cool guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a cool guy. Like he's on smoke.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the smartest out there, and this guy was a mama's. And the worst thing is, Will Poulter is a fantastic actor, and he could have done way more.
Incredible.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, guys, what did you think of the framing device of having Rocket Raccoon be the? You know what I mean? The stories. He's gonna be the one that. He's the one who did guide us through the story.
Let me jump in. I think with Rocket, he's always been the unofficial leader. Because Quill's like the head guy. He's almost a buffoon, but he's the head guy. Yeah. Rocket's always been the leader, regardless of his antics.
So?
Of course, he's been the leader, regardless of his antics. But for the way he carried this movie, obviously we had to sort of delve into his past, because I think what James Gunn did with this movie, they kept his past hidden so well, and he didn't, even through the other movies, they never disclosed where he came from. They made it like almost like they made it a secret. So
yeah,
they had this movie in mind when they made those ones.
Yeah,
and I think that was it was incredible.
Yeah, through the fact that we know he's a very, very smart. You know what I mean? He's a very, very smart.
That was very good. That was very good.
Sentient being and stuff like that. And we've seen that throughout the films, how he's really good at making things out of loads of different, you know what I mean? Like scavenge stuff and stuff like that. And you saw the genesis of that and how it started. And every single scene with him being young and being in the cages was literally, I was like, whoa, this is very emotional. Honestly, every single one of it was mad.
Yeah, it was really good.
Crazy.
It's weird. I thought this movie was going to be about, like, beforehand anyway, like early beforehand. I thought this movie was going to be like about them finding Gamora, you know what I'm saying, doing that kind of stuff. But this changed. I was like, I'm loving this.
Yeah,
like,
I stayed away from the trailers intentionally because obviously Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the comics I never really delved into. I know bits about it, but I honestly believe, based on like the pre-reviews of the movie, like hearing snippets, that we was gonna lose somebody. And the fact that we didn't lose somebody, but yet it kept the emotional like value to the movie. We almost felt like we lost one of the Guardians, regardless. Nobody
I am mad
died.
about that though.
Why?
Because not that I want someone to die, but it's just like too many misdirects. There's way too many like fakes.
No, but it was
Too
for
many
it was for good reasons.
No, but I don't know, man.
No.
Like there were, huh?
I think they were all earned, bro.
Fair enough if you think they were earned. I just think like one of them properly dying would have been like, whoa. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Especially for ending the group.
Okay.
At one point we thought Drax was gonna die. Well, I did anyway. I'm just gonna say.
Me
at one
too.
point we thought Drax was gonna die. At one point, when it was Peter,
Yeah.
at the end, spoilers, I thought when his face changed,
Yeah,
I thought, yeah, he's done so.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
But then when he came back, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Okay, so this, you want something definitive. You want something final, right?
I guess so, but the way they ended it is still kind of definitive. Like the team changed. Everyone
Did you watch the post credits?
Yeah, I stayed. Yeah, I stayed.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not so definitive. That's what I was trying to say.
But I don't think they're gonna be showing Guardians again.
I don't think it's not. They're going to be showing. They've left the door open.
That's fine. But either way, what I mean by definitive is that if it ended as this trilogy the way it is, everyone's happy, right? Even with that scene at the end.
Can I say something?
But they purposely said Star-Lord will return.
Yes,
so.
Star-Lord alone. Okay, this is just a conspiracy. So let me just put this out here from now. So remember this episode, the Guardians review. I believe.
Oh, is this the episode?
Of course. I genuinely believe, yeah, with James Gunn going over to DC, there's been rumors, there's been whispers about a DC and a Marvel link up. Yeah. Hold the phone. This is my prediction.
Yeah, go.
Put a pin in this one. I reckon that come the time that there's the James Gunn is gonna have a mashup between DC and Marvel. The Guardians or Star-Lord is going to, well, to be fair, it's gonna have either Spider-Man or Hulk, because that's in the comics. But I reckon, obviously, with whatever we have now, James Gunn jumping over, the Guardian's gonna be a part of that mashup. I believe. This is my opinion.
I don't think it will ever happen.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think. The only reason I don't think it will happen is because these two big studios are not going to want to do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's too much of a big deal, I think.
Are you sure?
especially after watching Succession, the way I've been about that, bro. This is crazy.
Listen.
Eat them.
Listen.
We'll be the biggest in the game. I'm sorry, this ain't the review for that. But sorry, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
But I mean, if that were to happen, I'm just like, yeah, all in, obviously, for me.
Remember, I put this one here today.
Yeah, if you do this is the.
But
If
Kev,
you get this right, this is crazy.
I'll be honest. I think that might happen in 10 years' time.
Yeah,
When James Gunn is like proper entrenched and
Oh.
he still has his links and stuff like that.
most definite. Because
But
yeah.
and even me saying that, I still don't think it will happen. But anyways, going back to the review, again, all the character work in this movie was absolutely outstanding. Like
Yeah.
the way you saw Nebula grow from a character who was always trying to see the worst in people,
Yeah.
then having to see, who people truly are. Drax the Destroyer, not really being a destroyer, but someone, who just wants to be, like a father figure. It was really, really fantastic stuff.
It was a happy ending a lot of people needed.
Yeah, there was a lot of really sweet moments. Like it was good.
It's close to corny, but never got there.
Yeah, it never did. I don't know what it is. It's like I think we just got. Maybe I'm just used to them as a group like this. But I just want to talk about like it was weird. Like Star-Lord was mostly serious during this movie. Like he had his moments, obviously, of joking around, which is normal, obviously. But he had his he saw Rocket, and I didn't think that they thought of each other like that. Like he loves him, that he's my best friend, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So the way they did it, I thought that was pretty cool. Drax and Mantis. Their chemistry, to me, is top tier. In the Christmas thing, I didn't really get it that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It was probably there. I didn't get it, but in this one, I was like, yeah. And they had some funny.
Another thing in regards to the Christmas special, that's after. That's after the fact, you know that.
Yeah, and the worst thing is
After what fact?
It's required viewing as well, which I didn't really appreciate.
What's that? After what fact?
It's after they broke up.
Who are you talking about?
After the Guardians broke up, it's meant to be after
I never
because
watched it.
Gizmo, the dog and everything.
Yeah,
Cosmo.
Yeah.
So when Rocket says in the end of the Christmas special, the Guardians will be back.
Yeah.
Or there's another Christmas special.
Yeah.
Referring to the next Guardians.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay, don't worry. You catch
But you're
it.
saying, but no, I don't get that
watch the
last
Christmas
part.
Special? Did you both watch
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
with
I don't get
Kevin
that
Bacon.
last part. But you're saying the Christmas special chronologically happens after what we saw in the.
Based on what I'm
Volume
hearing
3.
online, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, no, I mean the character work, like you said, Hashi, I thought was cool. The chemistry between people, like Guardians, just got it. James Gunn gets it with
does.
groups. I don't know what it
He's
is.
a great
Like,
writer. By the way, fun fact: he wrote all the dialogue for the Guardians in both Infinity War and Endgame.
yes, he did. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Listen.
That's mad.
Yeah,
That's mad. I never knew
they've
that.
always felt authentic. Like they've always felt the same as one.
He
James
flew that.
James
That's mad.
James Gunn is too good. He's too good. As I said,
I have a question about him though.
Go
that
for
I want to ask you. Though. After seeing Adam Warlock, are you not hopeful for how he's gonna make Superman look? In
no.
Yeah, see, there's another thing.
No. But
I don't know,
one can be brilliant and one could still have flaws. My question is now, I will put this to Hash. So the higher evolutionary, talk to me.
I thought we've needed a villain that obviously believes in what he's saying. That literally goes without saying. But for him to literally, you see that he believes in something, but at the same time you see how wrong he is, and the way he wants to be someone of intellect. You know what I'm saying?
He is somebody
logic,
of he is.
But he's ruled by his emotion. Every single decision he made in the movie was purely through emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
The
Which
hurt
emotion?
he had, anger,
Jealousy.
jealousy.
I lead with jealousy.
100%.
Because
Let Hash get it.
Because of Rocket. Because of Rocket.
But it's a moment. There's
Yeah.
a moment in the movie I feel like is when he clocked on how to make the anger go away from the animals that he's making bigger.
Yeah.
When he told him, hey, the filtration.
The filtration.
He's
And
so
he was-
cute, man.
And he wasn't speaking like proper English. He's speaking broken
darn it.
English. Speaking broken English, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And that kind of jealousy for something that needs you in it. You know what I mean? That wants to help you. You know? Imagine something that looks up to you and you're jealous of that. You know what I mean? It's so kind of complex in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, that's why I thought it was a really, really good villain, because obviously he was powerful, all powerful, but stuff like that. But he still had a fatal flaw.
I feel like I feel like his power was underutilized. For me.
Yeah.
Only
definitely.
because they framed him as this like such a powerful being. Like, oh my god, don't mess with the high evolutionary.
But it's not his power though. It's technology. It's technology.
But regardless, it still don't mess with him.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And even his demise at the end for me felt a little bit flat. Like they just all teamed up in a little fight at the end, and it was all done. And they got stabbed from behind. But then, that felt a little underwhelming. Slightly.
But was I think that was just surplus to requirement. That whole situation beating him up. The movie weren't about him. It was about the Guardians breaking up.
Sure.
And that was, again, surplus to requirement. It needed to happen. He needed to be dealt with. But I think if they dealt with him in any bigger way or any more sort of grandiose way, it would have been about him. But it's not.
But I still want my antagonist to be like I fear him as well. If I, do you know what I'm trying to say? If he's in the room.
I completely agree. But look at it like this. I actually genuinely want you lot's opinion. If the higher evolutionary, if it took more than that, if it took like a massive, like a crazy effort to take him down in a brawl, in a fight, where people was dying and it took maybe 5 minutes for this fight to actually, 5 actual minutes to actually happen, do you not think that it would have taken away from the other elements of the story?
Maybe. I guess it depends how they do it. If Rocket's the one to save the day, maybe not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe it doesn't take away from other elements of the story. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the way it was executed, though, was for me a little bit underwhelming. But it was cool. The fight scene before that, where they were in the hallway kind of thing,
the Beastie
and it
Boys.
was like yes, I think so. Was that the part where the Beastie Boys? I think so. It was like a one shot.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a good fight scene. I enjoyed that.
I watched this in a screening where there was subtitles, like audio caption subtitles, and I really appreciated it. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like it kind of like added to it for me because I knew, because I'm not a music guy, and I knew like every single kind of needle drop. I knew what song it was, innit? You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why I know it.
Yes,
No Sleep in Brooklyn.
They did the slow-mo walk into I remember
stuff
now.
like that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, there's another aspect to this film, because that was a good point that you made, Ken, but there's another aspect in regards to how dark this film was. And it was kind of very violent, you know what I mean? And you could tell this is James Gunn's last one because they let him cook. Like there was some real kind of like horror elements with that kind of weird...
And F-bombs as well.
Yeah. By the way, again, that F-bomb was the most worst utilized F-bomb I've ever seen.
Can you not remind me who said it?
Peter Quill in the car.
Peter Quill in the car when Nebula was trying to get in.
Yeah.
And she was just saying, you got to press the button and do it.
Yeah, open the
and it's...
Press that in! Okay. Now what? Open the door!
It's just so strange. Like, why would you say it there? You know what I mean? It wasn't in like a moment where he's waiting, like he's trying to...
They sanction...
It kind of is, though. He's rushing. He needs to get to that pyramid.
Well, not really, because again, as soon as they got in the car and he drove away, he didn't know how to drive.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. You see, with that,
Yeah.
There was moments where I was kind of nitpicking at the movie, but they answered a lot of the questions straight after for me.
Yeah.
Like when Nebula had her arm.
Yeah.
For a few scenes, they didn't explain it. Like her arm could do a lot of stuff all of a sudden. I was like, what the hell? But she's like, oh, I love Rocket. He helped me with this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Peter couldn't drive. A few minutes later, I left Earth when I was 8. Like, what do you expect?
Okay,
I
don't want to move from that. Where do you reckon they could have utilized those sanctioned expletives?
I thought just in like a proper like high pressure moment. Like if they're escaping or something like that.
Which they kind of were when they're in the car.
But again...
No, they needed to
go somewhere, okay.
Yeah.
But or for example, if he's saying to like high evolution before he kills someone or something like that, if he said it to him, you know what I mean? Then I think that would have popped a bit more. You know
almost like a what's called like a Schwarzenegger moment, like I'll be back or something like that.
something along those lines. But I thought it could have been better utilized. So
No, I hear that. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that, but I almost wanted to talk about, again, going back to the higher evolutionary, his sort of subordinates. At first, it's almost like at first I thought they worked for him, which they did, but then there was a bit of a mutiny where they thought, okay, you're just moving reckless. You're willing to sacrifice everything for Rocket, which obviously made it apparent that it was his jealousy leading his decision making. Because again, going back to when Rocket like figured this out, and he was like, it's almost like, you're not the perfect being. You're not what I intended to create. You're just, again, you're halfway there, but yet you're demonstrating more intellect than I possess, and I think he couldn't live with that.
Yeah.
So like that dynamic though, it's like I'm trying to understand: could they have done that better, or did they hit the nail on the head?
I think it was done well.
Same.
I think it was done pretty well. I don't know. Like, I guess Rocket's just special.
I think I still think it's amazing that this film basically started with Rocket going down, and then the only stake that was worth something to the characters was solely to save their friend.
Yeah.
That was the only.
Yeah. I
thing
thought about
the
that in the movie. The same
That's
thing.
a mad.
I was like, yo, this mission is they're just saving their friend.
They're saving
That's
their friend.
it.
That's it.
I
That's it.
Yeah, it's
You know
true.
what I mean?
It's true.
And
It's crazy. He wasn't in real time. He wasn't in the movie until the end again.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
until
aga-
the end again.
but
But
again-
the flashbacks, I appreciate that.
the flashbacks, like usually, I'm not a flashback guy.
I know you. I was going to ask you. I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm
but
not- I'm not
did they do it well?
It did so well. It really affected me so like a lot. You know what I mean? Because you saw that obviously he had a family in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Man said,
Nah, I
I
didn't.
hey, bro, I can see Hash doing this.
yeah, no.
Look, you know when he's telling his eye, bro.
You get back in.
If you ever
Nah, the man is like, quickly, like,
you wiped your eye. No, you know what? The glass hit me in my eye.
By the way, you man, I had an amazing experience.
Hey,
by
as
the
a
way.
Dave Chappelle, he dashes the popcorn.
I had an amazing experience. By the way, I was the only person in my theater.
Oh no way!
Incredible. I loved that.
I could top that.
I had very few
I
people.
loved it. And by the way, and I was sitting.
Wait, hold on. Did you say you can
I
top
could
that?
top it.
Go on,
He was alone.
I experienced that with my son. Talk to me now. Talk to me now.
like, fair.
Hey, it was incredible.
Or like, that is what you call a check. That is a check.
What's your son's first like Marvel movie?
He really enjoyed this. Oh, do you want to know his name? Do you ask me for his name? His name's Kamar as well. Kamar Jr.
His
Oh,
name's
no,
what?
that's not what you asked me. Sorry. Like, I thought they wanted to know. Sorry, what was it?
Never mind. Never mind, man. Listen, I just want to say something quickly. Character design.
Love you, Caden.
The prosthetics and all of those things.
Yeah.
Some of them look terrifying. I don't want to live on Counter Earth.
Oh yeah.
Counter Earth
Yeah.
looks scarier.
That's crazy.
Did you see when they came off the plane? There was the businessman like with the briefcase. It was a rabbit and he had a beard and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see it? Bro, I was shook.
I was genuinely in hysterics when Drax flinged the ball at that
Oh,
kid.
that was funny.
That was
in the
so funny.
You didn't watch the trailer?
No, I stayed away
That was
from
in the
it.
trailer.
Yeah, I stayed away. I was laughing, and I looked at my son. He's like this grown man laughing. I'm like, this is funny,
There was moments in this movie I really laughed. I'm trying to remember some right now, but there
bro.
was moments I
When
really
they
laughed,
went
though.
to that organism sort of space dot place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they tried to get the actual code for Rocket,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
That was.
Like silly things that wouldn't make me laugh normally. When Mantis put the clothes in the
it's
deposit
so-
thing.
And then she went nuts. And also, what about the
Nathan
thing
Fillion was great in that, by the way.
Nah,
he's
funny.
funny.
He's funny.
I love him, man.
you
He's
see when
great.
they're breaking in, and when things cutting a hole in the thing, and Peter's talking to Gamora, and he thinks that he's on a secure line.
That's funny.
That was so
That
funny.
was-
That
That
is
was so
funny.
funny.
That
And the
was-
whole thing is no, green is yellow and yellow is red.
Yeah.
That was too funny, man. Honestly.
Nah,
But
it was really good.
Like I think coming full circle. Obviously, I'm not trying to wrap it up, but coming full circle. The movie made me feel like I need a little bit more.
Really?
No, I'm not talking about in
Of the
time
group or
of
the
the
movie?
group of the
Oh,
group
okay.
because even though I was accepting that it's done,
Yeah.
but then when they showed this aspect of the
Yeah,
group,
yeah.
that you know what, I'm ride or die for my team, and the emotional sort of aspect to the movie, I want more now.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of like, I've always appreciated Guardians, but now that they're gone, I'm just kind of, wait, hold on. Wait,
Yeah.
I missed my moment with them. Yeah. Only a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought this movie was
For
pretty
me, I was
good.
satisfied.
Wait.
Yeah.
It was pretty satisfying. They had it's like we said, there was cliche moments. There was
Also Gamora and Peter didn't get back together as well. I really like that because
Yes.
everything in any other movie they'll be back
it
together.
wouldn't have made sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have made sense. James Gunn gets that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's good.
A really
I love that he
well-written
puts
movie.
his people that he's worked with before. in
Yeah.
these
His
shows.
brother's in it. His brother's in there.
His brother's always been in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the High Evolutionaries and Peacemaker. His
Yeah.
his missus is in it in the movie.
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty cool.
Like, unlike you two, there was a spark there, and I was like, "Ooh, they might get back together."
Yeah, you wanted it, yeah.
What's the head? Ooh. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Yeah,
hey.
Mark's gonna enjoy this, by the way. Mark's gonna
Hey.
enjoy the ending.
I'm telling you,
Pete was trying though.
bro.
He was trying though.
He was laying in some work, man.
Just spitting game, innit?
You know
That
what one I
risk is
did. I
trying.
did appreciate as well when he was like, well, she's like, oh, I think you two. He's like,
Yeah, he looked at it.
those eyes. He's like, I think he chose the right one, the right color.
No, he chose a pretty set. That's what he said.
He looked at it and said, yo, I never noticed you before, you
In
know.
it.
I never noticed you.
But you know what? She has a demeanor about her. You know? I'm not gonna lie. I've always thought, you know. I think it's that cold demeanor. It's almost like, don't look at me, move away from me. It's like, all right, Nebula, all right. Cause look, hey, it is what it is. But Nebula's alright, you know. She's alright, man.
Nebula's great.
Did you say Shiv?
Nebula's...
Oh, sorry.
You're finished.
You
You're
guys-
obsessed.
you guys
You
are
have an
finished, I
obsession.
love it.
You have an obsession.
No, I
We
don't.
need to rate the movie now, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
STC score, please.
Go on, Kevin.
Da, da, da. That's our theme music for the end part.
Okay.
I will give it like
No, joking.
I will
Jesus.
give it. I would like a not like it can't get below any 8. Like 8. That's it. 8. I can't get below 8.
Go on, man.
No, you go. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
7.5. You're going to give it like a 9 or something, isn't it?
Why so low, Mo?
Is that low?
That is low.
How's
this
that
was
low?
a really good
It was
movie
a
from
good,
start to
really
finish,
good
bro.
movie.
Why is it?
No, you have to explain. You've just been waxing lyrical about the movie.
No, I said it had its moments that I didn't like as well.
What are the moments you didn't like?
There was a lot. I didn't like I told you I didn't like the demise of the guy.
Yeah.
I didn't like they didn't go all the way with the death because of the way they kept pump faking it for me. I just didn't like that.
Okay.
There was just parts that just didn't feel. The best part of it obviously was the rocket part. The other stuff was like, oh my god, this is sweet, this is cool, nice, whatever. But it's nothing like I was like, whoa, this is 8 for me is. I think 8 is high.
No, you just said 7.5.
No, but I think 8 is like high to give
Yeah.
for a movie, right? And I think 7.5 is okay. 5 is average, no? Is 5 not average? If 5 as in, we might not call it average. We might think like a 7 is average or something. But in
No,
the
a
spectrum
6
of 0 to 10,
A
it's
6, yeah. But,
A 6 is average.
I'd say it's average, yeah.
If-
A 5, you're being
6
insulted.
is halfway.
you're
you know?
0.5 above me. You're 0.5 over me. That's all. That's all.
We're gonna talk.
That's all.
Anyway,
We'll talk.
for me, I'm surprised.
Even if I wanted to bump it up, I'll bump it up to what yours
I'm-
is.
do you know what's mad? Like, I'm shocked. I honestly thought you man would be giving it 9s. I really thought.
Okay. Shall I tell you why it's not 9?
Go on.
Honestly, it's I said because I've got John Wick in the back of my head.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Would you give Guardians 1? Because I
Guardian-
think that's better than this.
No.
No?
Guardian 1's a good movie. I'll give it 7. Like a good 7. But this is an 8. This is a solid 8. And I could find sort of reason to give it maybe 8.2.
I think the origin was so good.
So for me,
Like-
for me, I would have given Guardians, the first one, an 8. And I give this one, Volume 3, sorry.
You're going 9.
No, an 8.5.
I respect that.
Because
Alright, you
because
lot give it.
the end set piece, in terms with the Beastie Boys, sleeping away, that wonderful camera work in that hallway, fantastic. By the way, that's all I was waiting for. By the way, I wanted a really good set piece to end it.
That's what I was talking
And
about.
they
The
delivered.
one shot.
Yeah,
It was a one shot. It was really
delivered.
good.
I loved it, and I just think it was just such a well-written movie.
Are you not
It
giving
was
me
so
a hard
satisfying.
time? It's
You know what I
one
mean?
point below yours. 8.5, 7.5. 0.5. Forget it. Anyway, listen. Last thoughts? Any last thoughts?
A really great movie, and is Marvel? Are they back up again?
Nah,
No,
I'm
not after one. Not after one.
I'm
not
not
after
saying
one.
that. I will say this.
They did well,
dream
but
that
not
up,
after
man. I
one.
dream
Not
that
after
up. I
one.
love
You
it.
drew me out. You drew me out. I will say this is probably I need to think about it, but probably is the best movie after Endgame.
Yeah.
But I
Not yet.
don't think they're back yet.
You can't.
It's a low
give
bar.
them-
It's a low bar, isn't it? That's you know what I mean? Let's be real.
We'll see.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see after. We can't really put Spider-Verse in there, but it is a Marvel movie because that has to bang. If that don't bang, I quit.
That
Because of Spider-Verse.
If Spider-Verse is not,
I don't think. I feel like they're separate. I know they're the same, but it's separate, no? Like,
That's-
I don't want to put it with them. Like,
it is Marvel though.
yeah, I guess. So.
the first one was so good.
I feel like it's different because you can do more with the animation.
That first one was the best Spider-Man or one of the best
it's
Marvel
my
movies.
favorite. I think it's my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, hands down.
But guys, yeah. Anyone last thoughts?
no,
All good?
all good, man.
Yeah,
That was our review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I had a good time. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow the links to socials, and, interact and all that. Give us some comments and that. And 5 stars on all streaming platforms, please. See you guys soon. Peace. Da-da-da!